I'm doing it. I'm finally building my 2025 archery build for my recurve. I'm hoping to use it for this year's hunting season. Not really sure yet. But if anything, I'm planning on getting at least a whitetail for sure, maybe an elk. But what I got here is that I got 340 spine full shaft from Gold Tip, and my initial plan here for these arrows that get maybe 550 600 grain arrow. That's the initial goal. Me shooting a 55 pound bow for that arrow build should be more than enough. So I'll walk you guys through it, show what I'm doing to hopefully get to my goal for the overall weight for the arrow. Oh, and not really the great room for arrow building, but you kind of got to work with what you have and what you got. So hopefully later in the future I'll have a permanent area to do a little bit of tinkering with my arrows and with my bow. So, oh no, camera, don't move. No. Okay. Full arrow shaft is going to be 32 inches. So probably draw back on my bow, see where the overhang is, and cut from there. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Judging where that mark is at, okay, judging where I marked it, here, I'll show. It's at that right there should be at 28 inches. However, I didn't like where my hand was when I drew back, so be on the safer end. I think I'm going to leave an inch, cut my arrows to 29 inches in length. That's the plan. So we'll give it a shot from there. So anytime when you're cutting the arrows on an arrow saw, you want to go against the blade, not with the blade. It's easier to cut. Or what I've learned, it's easier to cut. Okay, now since we're done with that, get to the fun part and use the arrow squaring device and square up all my arrows and just make sure they're flush. This here, you don't have to, you rotate them like maybe 3 to 5 times and then they should be flush. Alright, now that they're all flushed, now we get to do the fun part I've been waiting for. And that is gluing in my feathered fletchings. Alright, so got the Bitzenberger all figured out. I do have a little mark right there. Keep everything consistent. It is a left helical too. And another thing to know with the left helicals, anytime you're doing feathers too, you want to make sure the feathers are a left wing feather, so it follows with the helical. The plan is here is to run one pink and two whites. So the pink will be my offset and the whites will be my other feathered veins. Another thing to mention too, I am opening up, it's called Trigger Archery Mold. It's a new fletching glue, which it comes with a light too, so it's a lot, use the light to cure the glue, and it's a lot quicker to cure them and get your fletchings to look nice. Forgot to mention too, before you start putting the fletchings or on the arrow, make sure wipe down the end where you're putting your fletchings with acetone or alcohol and just get any grime or dust off of it. Alright, here we go. Make sure we're on the right twist on the arrow. Anytime when you're playing around with the Bitzenberger, you want to make sure everything's all together. And you want to make sure there's no way you might get air bubbles in there too. To me, it looks like we're good. Alright. Here we go. Am I doing that right? There we go. Okay, no, we're good now. Oh no, we're not good. Abort. Shot out a little faster than I was hoping it would. Okay, now we're good. Just put a whole line down in there. Cover that whole feather, make sure it's all good. And then make sure it's all leveled. And just like that. Not like that. Okay. Time out. Let me fix it. Okay, I figured out my issue. That protects the magnet, and I forgot to take it off. Okay, well, that was my mistake. I kind of jumped the gun. But now I gotta really double check, make sure everything, and I mean everything's in line. Okay, with a little bit of tuning on the Bitzenberger, I think I have it figured out. The moment of truth. We'll go this way. Here we go. Okay, I hope that was it. Underneath it too. Moment of truth. I think we got our first one on there. Oh my god. Can't celebrate yet, but I think we're good there. Double check again before we put it on there. We're good. False alarm. Okay. Here we go again. Okay. That looks clean. Now for how much I've been struggling lately, I might just run this arrow as like a practice arrow. See how she flies and then go from there. I like the color. That's like a good thing, right? Slowly. Go. Give her a twist. Looking at my arrow a little more, I'm wondering if I messed up. I did. White is actually my helical vein and not my pink. It's okay though, trial and error. Oh, we know. We're just gonna run 2 pinks and a white instead. I might change my mind and go back for the remainder. Just have like one little off arrow. Get enough on there? Oh, now I did. Oh, already committed. Alright, there you have it. Not too shabby. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the remaining 10, jump forward, and then we will work on the inserts and do a little bit of tuning there too.
A few moments later.
there you have it. Got them all finished up. I ended up committing and doing 2 pinks and a white. I kind of like that over 2 whites and 1 pink. The ones I did mess up earlier, I ended up going back, stripping the feathers off and redoing them. But overall, they look pretty good. Last thing I have to do now is add my inserts to my arrows to my broadheads and then the overall weight, and we'll get to that in a second. So I say when tuning my arrows to my broadheads, it's really simple, especially for traditional, is that all I really have to do is add my insert to my broadhead, stick it into my arrow, and then what I learned, or what I like to do is that when my broadheads are fitted in the insert, I could twist my insert. So anytime I put my broadheads on, they're all matching with my left helical. And then it's really simple, just like that. Like, I'll pull that out. I'll use some insert glue. And by the way, I went with the 100 grain insert, so I'll try to get my overall weight. I'll put her in. Use something to clean it up. Just like that. Make sure it's fitted. So then I'll get the remainder, the remaining 11. Right? Yeah, 11. And you should be ready for hunting season. Alright, all the arrows are tuned and all the inserts are glued in. Now, moment of truth. See how heavy my arrows are. Okay, I'm okay with that. Reading at 553 grains. Ain't bad. I actually like that. I can make it work. Hope you enjoyed this video. Got any questions or anything else you'd like to know? Just let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.